The Taliban are making rapid territorial gains in Afghanistan. The unsystematic withdrawal of the American troops from the country has only worked out for the benefit of the Taliban. The recent political developments have not only alarmed the Afghan authorities, but the entire subcontinent. Some neighbors are concerned about migrant influx, while others fear the Taliban's notoriety. The Taliban spokesperson for International Media Suhail Shaheen spoke exclusively with WION's principal diplomatic correspondent Sidhant Sibal. In the exclusive text interview, Shaheen said the Taliban does not have ties with Pakistan-based terror groups like the Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Jaish-e-Mohammed. He said, and I'm quoting, "We are not allowing anyone to use the soil of Afghanistan against any other country. We don't have any ties with the Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Jaish-e-Mohammed." On the question of protection of some of the major India-sponsored infrastructure projects, Shaheen said, and I'm quoting again, "The group has a policy of protecting national projects like dams. India has constructed major infrastructure projects in the country like India-Afghanistan Friendship Dam in western Herat province." Disturbing reports on the Taliban's treatment of women have been coming in since the outfit started expanding its control, like this one. The Taliban ordered Afghans to provide a list of girls above the age of 15 and widows below the age of 45. When asked about how the rights of women and minorities will be protected, Shaheen said, and I'm quoting, "We are committed to the rights of minorities in Afghanistan and they have equal rights like other Afghans. Similarly, we admit all basic rights of women, including access to education and work in the light of our Islamic rules. Moreover, there is no security issue for any Afghan citizen intending to lead a normal life in the country." And finally, when asked about the next plan of action, Shaheen said that talks are underway in Doha and we hope to reach a peaceful solution through talks and form an Afghan inclusive Islamic government where all Afghans would participate. Our principal diplomatic correspondent, Sidhant Sibal, is now joining us live on the broadcast. Sidhant, all this sounds very good on paper, but to what extent will this be implemented on the ground is the bigger question, with the Taliban continuing to make territorial gains in Afghanistan?
Well, yes, many of the things which he has said is something that many will take with a pinch of salt, especially when it comes to minority rights, women's right. But this interview was all about India, about India's engagement. There were reports, something that which he has dismissed, but also when it comes to Taliban saying that they would like New Delhi to be neutral in terms of not providing military support to Afghanistan. Now, that is important because we also saw how recently the Afghan envoy in an exclusive conversation with WION talked about that entire development. But interestingly, what stands out is that whether they are linked with terror groups like LeT or JeM based in Pakistan, international terror groups, they, of course, Taliban spokesperson, of course, dismissed it, saying that there is no connect. But interestingly, just last week, the Afghan President Ashraf Ghani, in a public speech where the Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan was sitting, lashed out at Pakistan, saying that tens of thousands of jihadis have crossed over the border in the last 1 month and, of course, are supporting Taliban even as it makes territorial gains. Of course, during the Uzbekistan summit, the Indian External Affairs Minister also met the Afghan president as well. There have been a number of engagements last week. But this important interview is an interview that, of course, gives a view about what Taliban is thinking, but also shares a view about how there is a divergence in what they say and what they do on the ground.
Indeed. We're leaving it there for the moment, Sidhant. Thanks very much for those details. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.